So this is part 2 to the video where I'm going to talk about the Czech alphabet and the letters that have the accents on them and which ones get them. There are essentially 3 accents in the Czech language, but the third one isn't really used. It's only used on the U. So first off, to say accent, like an accent that goes on a letter, is znamenko. So accents to make it plural is znamenka. So you have your 2 main accents, the čárka, which means acute, and háček, which means like a little hook, and it looks pretty much just like a carrot or a little V. So these are the letters that get each one. Čárka doesn't really change much of the sound. It makes the sound a little bit longer, but otherwise that's just about it. So these are still a, e, o, u. This U is the only one that gets the third accent, and I forget the Czech name, but it's basically just a little ring. And what's interesting is that it only gets it sometimes, but it can only get it when it's inside a word or at the end of it. It can't ever get it at the beginning of a word. That's also pronounced the same exact way. And E. And something just to quickly mention, these 2 letters are the main endings for adjectives. So like dobrý, good, that takes the long Y. Malý, small, long Y. So that's just a quick thing to note for those. So a háček, what that will do is it will soften the sound. So if you take ts without the háček on it, it's just like a TS in English. So it's ts, but if you add a háček, it's ch. So it's basically the same thing as English, but just it has the accent. Dat and tat are a little weird. They kind of have a J thrown into it, where da and ta go to dje and tje. And they don't have to have these accents on them to sound like that, and this is something I didn't even know. So the word dívka, which means like a little girl, that's spelled da-i s čárkou with a čárka. And because the čárka is on the very next letter, the sound is like a dje. So it's not just dívka, it's dívka. A friend of mine actually told me that. And I wrote these in their lowercase form because the háček goes to like a čárka basically. But those are the only 2 that kind of change form. Next one is žet. This is different from just the normal z, but you had the žet. It's kind of like in the word treasure. This one's a little strange, but it's easy to do. So n is the normal, but with the háček it's eny. It kind of also has that J to it. So if you want to say to someone, excuse me or sorry, you say promiň. It's a weird ending, but makes it a little bit softer. This letter is a very special letter because it's known only to the Czech language, and I am going to make a video explaining more about it and how to do it because it's the most difficult one, and it took me a year to learn. But its letter name is erž. It's kind of a rolled R plus jet, erž. So to pronounce this, it's ž, like in the word řeka or říkat. Next one is je. It's pretty simple. It's just like a Y-E in English, je. And esh. Basically like shushing someone in English. So that's the Czech alphabet. I hope you learned something, and stay tuned for the next video.